You're watching Carolina and Company, live, local, informative, and entertaining. With your hosts, Amanda Kinseth and Cecil Chandler. This is Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It's a Friday, and today we've got a special show. We're talking about the 9/11 incident that happened. So we got a great show today. A lot of good stuff coming up.
We do. We absolutely do. So stay tuned. We also have a big giveaway today. We have a $25 gift certificate to Baja Bistro at Broadway at the Beach. We have tickets to Legends in Concert. We have Surfwater promotions, a T-shirt, and a hat. So all kinds of goodies. Get on our Facebook page and be ready for that too. First, what do you say?
Let's find out about the weather.
Fantastic conditions out there at the noon hour on your Friday as we take a live look from our Adelaide Tower camera in Garden City, looking at the Garden City Pier. Some folks already out enjoying the beach. Not many folks in the water, but that rip current risk that we've been talking about through the week that was very high is now starting to be reduced a little bit. Still a moderate risk of rip currents through the afternoon, and that actually should become a low risk through the weekend as, well, as things get a little bit quieter down by the beaches for us. It's going to be a beautiful day, beautiful weekend overall. At the noon hour, roughly around the 80-degree mark, 79 in Florence, Conway, Darlington, and Marion, 81 in Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach. Low humidity levels and plenty of sunshine will stick around with us for the next few days. The spin in the atmosphere to our north, that low, continues to slowly work its way to the northeast, soaking the folks up in the northeast. Our area, though, gets supplied with dry air, and that keeps the humidity low and gives us another beauty of a day out there. 84 will be your high in Myrtle Beach, 85 in Florence, Marion, and Conway, 84 in Bennettsville. A gorgeous day will lead to another pleasant evening and night. If you're heading out to any high school football games, certainly enjoy it, but be ready by the fourth quarter. Temps will be down to the mid-70s. As we go through the overnight, dropping down to the mid-60s for daybreak Saturday, making our way back to the mid-80s. This is for the Grand Strand. We'll hold those mid-80s for highs over the next 7 days. Lows will be down to the upper 60s as we head through the rest of the weekend and beginning of next week. Inlet areas once again waking up in the mid to low 60s tomorrow morning, getting back to around 87 degrees for your Saturday. Mid-60s for the rest of the 7-day forecast wake-ups, with afternoon highs climbing into the upper 80s but staying shy of 90 degrees.
Weather is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
I'm Tracy Vreeland, executive producer at News Channel 15. Tonight we'll look toward the 10th anniversary of September 11th. We're going to talk to New York City police officers who moved to the Grand Strand to escape the memories. A man who was in 7th grade when the towers were hit by the planes tells his story of how it encouraged him to join the National Guard. And we'll tell you about a new threat against New York and Washington. Join us tonight for your news at 6 and 7.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Now, we're going to have a special show today about the 9/11 incident that happened that we'll never forget 10 years ago, marking Sunday. Now, do you know where you were that day?
Absolutely. I was actually at home, and my mom woke me up, and we turned on the TV and, you know, watched all day. And just
I know, it's unbelievable. I remember I was off that day, and I was in television, of course, and I was riding down 3rd Avenue, and a friend of mine called me and said, a plane has just hit one of the towers. I said, was it an accident? I don't know. And I pulled in at Warren's Restaurant. They had the TV on, and I saw it. And then we saw the second plane hit, which is just, you know, it's just something we'll never forget. And I don't know. It's kind of tough when you're watching something. It looks like you're thinking it's a movie, but it's real, and all these people are losing their lives. That's terrible. Yes. All right, let's find out what today is, okay? Today's Friday, September 9th, and this is Wonderful Weirdo Day. I saw one this morning outside of my house.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And it's also Hot Dog Day. The first hot dog was sold in 1884. Ooh. All right, here we go. Birthdays today, 1952. Angela Cartwright. You remember her, the little girl? You remember Lost in Space? She's 59 years. She was in The Sound of Music. 1960, this is Hugh Grant. He was born. He's 51, and the English actor, of course, in a lot of great movies. And 1966, one of my favorite actors, Adam Sandler.
Oh, I love him.
Funny guy. Happy Gilmore. He is 45 today.
Too.
Now, on this day in history, it was 1950, the first use of a TV laugh track. Now, that is when you tell people to laugh, and they didn't have people in the audience, they used a record. They had it on, had it on tape, and they played it when something was funny.
Should we get one of those for you?
Yeah, we're going to get one for my stuff where they'll laugh. We need some of those. That's good. 1971, John Lennon releases the album Imagine. 1983, Radio Shack announces their Color Computer 2 It was called the Cuckoo 2.
The Cuckoo.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, from the Know-It-All department, I didn't make this up. Did you know that during 30 minutes of active lovemaking, the average person burns approximately 200 calories?
I did not know that.
Isn't that great?
It's a good workout, I guess.
I'm hoping to burn about 600 this weekend. All right.
All right, now let's check out our video of the day today. Take a look at this. That's not good. You have a fire out there. So what are you going to do to put it out?
All right, it's not, you're vacuuming up the fire.
Oh.
Whoop, I think we've got a problem.
Idea. Not a good
I don't believe this was a
idea.
vacuum cleaner. I don't believe that was a vacuum cleaner commercial. I don't think it was.
Well, it worked though. It went out.
It did work.
Hey.
Burnt the vacuum cleaner up. His wife's going to kill him.
I would still recommend keeping a fire extinguisher on hand.
Right. Wow.
All right. Special giveaway today. Again, we have Surfwater Promotions T-shirt and a hat, and we also have $25 gift certificate to Baja Bistro at Broadway at the Beach and 2 tickets to Legends in Concert. Go to our Facebook page, Amanda Cecil Carolina, and you're going to click on the top right-hand corner on the send message button, and you're going to send us the answer to this question. The first one in wins all the goodies. So
and
go
that's
ahead,
a lot of stuff you give
click
away
on
today.
send message and send us the answer to this question.
All right, here it is.
What are we remembering this Sunday? What are we remembering on Sunday?
Send it in right now. Get on there.
And we'll announce the winner when we come back. There's no better place to be out and about than Broadway at the Beach. With 350 acres of shopping, dining, and nightlife, you will have the time of your life. Let's go.
Come for the food. Come for the shopping. Come for the attractions. Whatever brings you to Broadway at the Beach, you're sure to have a blast. Blasting off on the Soar and Explore zip line. Wandering through the Wonderworks Museum. Seeing your favorite stars at Legends in Concert. And scoping out your favorite underwater creatures inside Ripley's Aquarium. Try out one of the many eateries. And treat your taste buds to a delicious dessert. Browse through the vast array of specialty shops. Stock up on everything from clothing to candy. And after a fun-filled day, head over to Celebrity Square to dance the night away. There's never a dull moment at Broadway at the Beach. Enjoy the experience with all this entertainment Mecca has to offer.
Come meet me out at Broadway at the Beach. You're going to love it.
Visit BroadwayAtTheBeach.com for more information on upcoming sales and events.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Cecil, what are we remembering on Sunday?
The incident happened 9/11.
That's right, anniversary of 9/11. Pamela Holland, you are a winner. Congratulations. We will let you know how you can pick up your items. And now it's time for a special guest.
And we have with us today from Wholesale Furniture Gallery. Let me tell you, Mark Bridges. Now, I called him Dave. I've called you everything, haven't I, Mark?
Yeah.
Now, you've got a big sale. Is it still going on? I know you just finished with one. Have you extended it?
We did. We had a Labor Day sale, and we extended it through the weekend.
Well, tell me about it. Tell me about the sale. What all you got?
Well, what we're doing, Cecil, is we're taking, and it's kind of like the more you buy, the more you save. So when you come in and you purchase furniture, the more you buy, the bigger the discount is.
That's
and
good.
on top of that, we're doing free delivery within 25 miles.
Oh,
that's pretty good. Now, how's it been so far? You know, you started at Labor Day and it's still going, but how's it been? People been coming in?
It's been great. Yeah, it's been great. You always want more, but it's been great.
Well, I'll tell you, Mark's got the furniture that we have on our set here. All this came from him. And, you know, he's real nice in setting us up and putting us together. But here's some of the things now we're looking at right now.
You guys have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bedroom suite there, and it's one of our featured suites in the store.
It's just beautiful, I
Thank
think. I like how you have it all together, too, so you can see the furniture and the add-ons that you can get.
Yeah, it makes it look like you have
bed.
the room set up, and that way you don't have to worry about how it's going to look in your house. You can see it.
You got it.
Dining room set?
Dining
got all
room,
of those. A lot of
dining
those.
room. We got kids furniture, bedding, recliners, pretty much anything for the home.
And all of this is included in what's going on right now.
Absolutely everything.
So if a person comes in, they want to buy an entire house, condo, you've got all the furniture for everything.
We've got it, and it's in stock for immediate pickup or delivery.
Now that's something. Some stores you say, well, I like that. Well, we're going to get it to you in a couple of weeks. You've got it in stock.
We do. We keep our product in stock.
So if I come in and see something, I can get it tomorrow or the next day.
Absolutely.
That's great. And free delivery, too. You can't really beat that.
Free delivery.
Because why pick it up when you can get it delivered?
I'm not going to pick it up. Now, how long you been there?
We've been there a little over a year and a half.
Tell them where you're located.
We're located across from Sam's in Myrtle Beach. It's right at the corner of Joe White Avenue and 17 Bypass.
Okay, great place. Good location, and the place is full of furniture.
That's
let
right.
me tell you.
And what about this? Is this something that we can pick up at your store as well?
All kind of stuff.
It is. We have accessories. We've done that as well on your set here. We've recently had, one of your employees came by and picked up a good bit of accessories, and come by and check us out.
Yeah, we love all the little additions that you put on our set.
Like
until
that.
Cecil breaks them.
Until I break them. I'm not going to break them. Mark, thanks for being on the show.
One more time, tell everyone where you're located and when the sale ends.
Okay, sale ends Sunday. We are open Sunday 1 to 5. And we're located across from Sam's in Myrtle Beach at the corner of 17 Bypass and Mr. Joe White Avenue.
That's
if they come in, they can ask for you. You're going to be there.
I'm there today. I'm off this weekend.
All right, Mark. Thanks for being on the show with us.
Thank you so much.
But
Check
the deals are there. The deals are there no matter when you go in. If Mark's not there, the deals are there.
That's right. Wholesale Furniture Gallery. Check it out in Myrtle Beach. And now we will give you our deal of the day on CarolinaLive.com.
CarolinaLive.com has partnered with area businesses to bring you Carolina Live deals. You'll save from 50 to 70% off on area best services, restaurants, and attractions.
Today's deal is from Mason Tire and Auto. Get a $29.95 value oil change for only $17.95. Mason Tire has been a family-owned and operated business for over 25 years with 5 locations along the Grand Strand. There's always a Mason Tire near you. From oil changes, brakes, tune-ups, and alignments to every size and make of tire for your car, truck, or SUV, they can handle all of your car care needs. So stop in and let their highly trained staff get your vehicle running the right way again. Mason Tire, your tire store. And remember, must go to Mason's.
Save money today by going to CarolinaLive.com and clicking on the Carolina Live Deals link. It's that easy. Carolina Live Deals, only on CarolinaLive.com. Comments, questions, feedback.
We want them from you.
Facebook, Twitter, email.
I'm waiting on a call from... Excuse me.
Send us a message anytime.
Especially during the show.
This is my husband. He says, Cecil, keep Matthew McConaughey away from my wife.
On Facebook, Amanda Cecil Carolina. Send a message or post a comment. On Twitter, put a hash mark next to Carolina and Co.
We want to hear from you on Carolina and Company Live.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live, a Friday, and now we're going to talk about the Legends of Boxing.
That's right. Legends Hall of Fame weekend here in Myrtle Beach, and we have boxer Ray Mercer on our show. Thank you for being here today.
How you doing?
Now, after the show, Cecil said he wants to go one-on-one with you.
One-on-one?
I got to get paid.
All right.
Hey, I don't want to go one-on-one with you, I promise you.
This is a great weekend that you guys have going on here. First of all, talk about some of the events that you have.
We have reception award thing today at the Clarion later on in the evening to award some kids, that came to a boxing camp for Legends for Kids, the Champions for Kids, and I'm also representing Find a Dream, and we're collaborating both of these nonprofit organizations. To come together, to get them together, because we're serving in the same purpose, and that's for helping kids, with boxing, martial arts, a whole lot of other things, after school work, workout, just working them out and helping them out, and it's not going to cost them anything. So that's why we sort of need people to come in and donate a little bit so we can keep this going. We've been going for 2 years now.
Well, it looks great at keeping the kids off the streets too.
That's right.
Giving them something to do.
That's right. And you know, and we just need a little help so we can continue doing it. We've been doing it for 2 years now. Like I said, we have 3 places where we're doing this. We're doing it in Iowa, Alabama, and next is Myrtle Beach. We're going to build a gym here, and we're going to give the kids, you know, a lot of things to do. And like I said, it's cost them nothing.
How can people help now? What can they do, Ray?
They can come in. They can come to the functions that we have, which we have. Like I said, we have the reception, and then we have tomorrow. We have a golf tournament, Legends Golf Tournament, and then we have a cruise on the Sun Cruise Casino. Tomorrow night. So that's going to be really exciting. Yeah, I mean, you know, just come out and support, you know, and you know, bring your checkbooks so we can keep on giving back to the community.
That's right, absolutely. Well, the reception tonight is from 5:30 to 8:30 at the Clarendon Hotel, and then tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. that's the golfing, and that's at River Oaks Golf Plantation. Shotgun start at 8 a.m. so you can get involved with that, and then also, of course, the Sun Cruise. I mean, get out there and see the boat.
It's going to be great tonight. Tonight and tomorrow is going to be great.
Thanks for being with us, Ray.
Thank you so much.
I'm just messing with you.
As long as I get paid.
All right.
You got to get paid. I'm not paying. All right. We got a lot more coming up.
That's right.
Stay
Stick with us.
We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Cecil Chandler, and no, I'm not a car salesman, I'm a broadcaster. But when you go to buy a new car, you want to make sure you get the best car for your money. Hyundai of Myrtle Beach is the only car dealership that I do commercials for. Why? Because I believe in Hyundai. For the last 9 months, I've been driving this Hyundai Sonata Turbo. Talk about a great car, this car has it all. It has a 5-star safety rating, hands-free telephone, Sirius satellite radio, sunroof, and you get unbelievable gas mileage with this car. The newly redesigned Sonata has the best warranty available, 10 years, 100,000 miles. The Hyundai Assurance Trade-in Value Guarantee is here. When you buy a new Hyundai, before you leave the lot, you'll be given a written guarantee on how much that car will be worth on your next trade-in. During my lifetime, I bought a lot of new cars, and if I was buying a car today, I'd buy the new Sonata. Remember, at Myrtle Beach Hyundai, nobody pays retail.
I think it was the most devastating day of our life, and because the house was just 3 years old, and it was gone.
No one can prepare for disaster, but when it strikes, there is only one company to call.
And I really helped us in a way to overcome a tough period.
I would say at the end of the whole process, we found friends from A&I.
A&I, where your family is our family. The name to trust when disaster strikes.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. And you know, we're talking about Sunday, the 9/11 incident that happened that we'll never forget about, a 10-year anniversary. And now we have some people that were there when this actually happened.
That's right. First responders Brendan O'Connor and Mike Milne. Thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure being here.
Former New York Police Department officers.
Yes, ma'am.
I guess just kind of describe the day and what happened.
Both working in Midtown that day, like any other day, and when the towers came down, lost a lot of friends, and we're pretty much working around the clock for the better part of the month of September. You know, recovery, search and recovery, and it's a tough time for everybody.
Now, what did you think about before, you know, when this was going on? What were you thinking?
It was just in shock. It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
You know, just every day after that for weeks. Into months, going down every day, you know, working 12-hour shifts, then going down there for 4 or 5 hours and digging, and you just kept doing it over and over again.
Well, I know how it affected me and the people in this area, but with you there, with y'all being first responders, I mean, I know it's got to be devastating.
Well, like I said, pretty much what the firefighters and police officers were doing, stuff we're doing every day. We're sort of just doing our job, just sort of in a zone. You had to be a little bit robotic to get through what you were doing. Had a job to do and had to focus on that. And it wasn't until really months and years later that, you know, you deal with some of the symptoms afterwards. And it was just part of our job, really, at the time.
Yeah, I know, man. It's got to be tough. I mean, I think if I was here and I were first responder, I think I'd dream. I'd have nightmares thinking about it. Do you?
We definitely had nightmares for a long time, and we both, you know, sought help for it too, and we both still suffer from some, you know, respiratory problems, lung problems, but.
Right, and I think we have a couple pictures
of
you guys too when you were there. Here we go. Tell us what we're looking at right here.
That's me all the way on the right. Just another day.
Just different phases. At first, you would go down there with a little cloth mask like you would wear in a operating room, and it wasn't until a few weeks later where they finally got you something which would,
breathing apparatus.
Breathing apparatus, and it was like working underwater, really. With a hard hat and a breathing apparatus when you're either on bucket brigade or digging by hand. Very surreal. You made a great point earlier about we felt like we were in a movie.
Yeah.
And you had to really process it that way. The firefighters lost so many guys. We lost 23 police officers, and 5 of which Brendan and I knew very well. And it's just, you can imagine what it's like digging for people that you know, and then at one point where it's no longer going to be rescue, and you're just really looking to recover the body for the family. One of our good friends, Sergeant Timothy Roy, just to show you the time span, his body is recovered on St. Patrick's Day, 2012. So, and even just last month, they were finding remains down at the site. So it's still an ongoing process.
I tell you what, I think about it. I know everybody watched television that day. I didn't. I went home. I stayed home all day. I watched television to see what was going on. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here, and we're glad you made it through safely.
That's
and I'm
right.
sorry for all your friends and your losses.
Obviously, we appreciate
Our
what
pleasure.
you guys do.
Thanks for having us.
And this time of year, every year, we remember you guys are in a band. Talk about real quick where you're playing this weekend.
Well, we're in a band, little Band of Brothers keeps going. Band on the Rum. Tonight we're involved with Bone Crusher Smith's charity over at the Clarion Hotel, which is over by the
old theme park.
The old theme park. And we'll be playing golf in the morning with Jerry Cooney, one of the Long Island boys. We're real excited about that. And then on Sunday we're at the Dead Dog Saloon, which just does an unbelievable job with their charity and the tribute they play to 9/11. And we're going to be part of that celebration.
We're going to be talking with Mike in a few minutes about that, and I'll be there Sunday also. Thank you so much, fellas.
Thank you very much.
Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Caring in Our Lifetime has partnered up with the MLB Players Alumni Association to present the 2nd annual Caring for a Pair tournament. Join us Saturday, September 17th at 2001 Nightlife in Myrtle Beach. Carolina and Company's own Cecil Chandler will be emceeing the event. The doors open at 4 with a meet and greet, and the tournament kicks off at 5. To register or for more information, log on to caringinourlifetime.com. Proceeds benefit the MLB Players Alumni Association and Caring in Our Lifetime. Presented by your station, News Channel 15, and these fine sponsors.
If you're looking for an entertaining show where the hosts have a lot of fun, then you have to watch Carolina and Company Live, weekdays at noon on WPDE TV 15. This show is magic. Amanda and Cecil always have a lot of fun, and you never know what's going to happen on the show. One day you might see clowns. The next, they could be live on location. There's always something new on the show. Watch Carolina and Company Live, weekdays at noon on WPDE and 10 p.m. on the CW.
Be sure to check out Carolina and Company live on Facebook. Just look for Amanda Cecil Carolina and the Carolina and Company fan page. Visit Amanda and Cecil on Facebook at facebook.com/Carolina and Company.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Time now for another special guest to talk about September 11th.
That's right, and I want to show a tribute. Peter's with us now, and he's a retired fireman from that area, rescue. Now, this is something he does. Now, this is carving. He is unbelievable on this. We've had him on the show before talking about it. And Peter Ortel he's a master carver. Believe me, that is unbelievable. And Peter, you'd already retired when this happened, right?
Yes, I had been retired over 10 years, but in the rescue company which I was, we still kept in contact and very close to each other. So when it happened and when we realized, like they said, the second plane hit, you knew something was going on, I immediately called the company, and they said, well, right now we don't know what the story is, recovery, or we're trying to get guys out and all that. So he says, just stay where you are. And living upstate New York, I had no other choice. So the bridges, the tunnels, everything was closed. The roadways were shut down. So my wife and I decided that once we knew who was missing, we searched out the people in our area in upstate New York, and we went to visit the wives and the families, and they were all gathered together to give them some support.
Yeah.
Until I found a way to get down to the city, to get to the firehouse. At which time my son says, "Where are you going, Dad? You know, you're 60 years old. Where are you going?" And I says, I just can't stay here. I got to go down. My wife understood. Yeah. So I went down and waited for the guys to come back. And once they did come back, they had been down there for over 24 hours. And once they come back to the firehouse, they knew they weren't going to get anybody back alive. I went down with them the next day in the recovery to dig and search and everything. It was an unreal scene.
Well, it's something we think about every day. How could this happen in America, you know, the land of the free, and then something like this happens? It's just hard for me still to comprehend.
You know, one of the amazing things that I got out of it happened in New York. And I had been retired, and I teach all over the country wood carving. And I got phone calls and letters from people all over the country. And it was so warming. What could they do? How could they help? So although it happened in New York, we lost 343 firemen and police officers and workers, you know, in the building. Everybody felt it hit home. And we became so united. It was so very touching from everybody that reached out.
Peter, we thank you for being on the show with us.
Thank
we do
you.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
very
Thanks so
much
much for coming back
me.
and talking about stuff I know it's kind of hard for you to talk about.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
All right, now we are talking about the 10th annual 9/11 benefit at Dead Dog coming up.
Remember 9/11 with the Florence Sheriff's 9/11 Benefit Ride Saturday, September 10th. The ride begins at Doug's Harley-Davidson and will end at Creek Rats in Florence. First bike out at 9 a.m. with the last bike in at 5 p.m. There'll be live entertainment beginning at 3 p.m., a 50-50 raffle, and door prizes all day. Proceeds benefit the Sheriff's Youth Program and the SCDNR Youth Hunts. And don't miss the 10th annual Patriotism Day Parade beginning at 11. Brought to you by your station, News Channel 15, and these fine sponsors.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live, and we're talking about the 9/11 incident that happened here on the 10th, 10 years ago, Sunday. Now, a big celebration coming up that we're going to be there raising money for a lot of people, and it's going to be remembering at the same time down at Dead Dog Saloon in Merle's Inlet.
That's right, a huge event. You guys put this on every year, and I think more and more people somehow come out when it was already packed to begin with.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Sure.
It's our 10th benefit.
Mm-hmm.
We try to have folks out. We feed them lunch and dinner all day. All the food is free. And we have auctions and raffles and things for the kids. So we try to raise as much money as we can for Georgetown, Norrie County, and the Shop for Santa program down in Georgetown County.
And now Ed Piotrowski and myself will be there. We'll be the MCs helping you out with that. And it's always a big event. Let me tell you, it is a big event. They raise a lot of money for these other organizations. And I tell you what, I got to take my hat off to you and Charlie. Y'all do a great job down there. Here's some video from there.
Yeah, we have 12 bands lined up. The guys that were just on, Band on the Run, will be with us on Sunday. It's a great lineup of local musicians. They all donate their time. And it's really a big event, and we get a lot of people out there. The weather's supposed to be great, so we're looking for big crowds, so looking forward to it.
Such a great turnout and such a great way to remember. And also free food. So
That's
you have
amazing.
money left over to donate, right?
Yeah, I know. They put all that out. And there's
we try to,
camera shot. We're showing our live camera from down on the Marsh Walk. Shot over to Dead Dog Saloon.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day. We got a lot of things planned. So, Cecil, thank you for over the years and your support.
No problem.
And the station, big support of ours.
And we need to tell them we're going to be auctioning off a couple of bobbleheads too. So come on down, you get a chance to get one, and we're going to auction them off. We sold one last year, I think, and the year we've done it for a number of years. All right.
Great.
Well, thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again,
Thank you,
the
See you out
10th
there.
annual
Thanks for having me.
benefit, Dead Dog Saloon, and proceeds benefit Horry, Georgetown County's Fire and Life Safety Expo and the Georgetown Sheriff's Office Shop with Santa program. Just a great event down there, Dead Dog Saloon, coming up this Sunday. All right. And now let's take a look at our picture of the day. Take a look at this. This is the Tower Memorial in New York.
Wow,
Right there. See that
beautiful.
picture, the light shining up
The light
there.
is going up. That's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Don't forget, the Sunday, 10 years, the anniversary of what happened here in America that we'll never forget, and I'm sure everybody remembers where you were.
That's
and
right.
Don't forget.
Don't forget. And have
That's
a good
right.
weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you right back here on Monday.
Have a